All right, guys, so we are live now. Hello, YouTube. My name is Bruna, and I'm hosting this immersion this night. Today, we are talking about the Oscars, and I have with me Victor and also Luis. And as usual, we're going to start introducing ourselves. So I want to mix a little bit, guys, the questions, the first question with the introduction. So I want to know if you guys if you usually watch the Oscars and talk a little bit about you too, if you are into this universe. Let's start with you, Victor. Can you share with us who you are and everything?
So I'm Victor. I am 31 years old. I work as a maintenance technician, and I do not watch Oscar-nominated movies. And I can't remember the last time that I sit and watch the movie. And to be honest, I don't like to watch TV. I really like to stay on my computer or my smartphone and watch something interesting from YouTube. And I am totally, I'm totally a sort of person that don't buy a TV. That's it. What about you, Luis?
Really, I did. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Luis. Share with us, and I will comment after you. Go ahead.
Well, my name is Luis. I have 28. I'm living in a city called Martin Campos in Minas Gerais countryside. I work with IT. I like to ride a bike. I like my dog, and that's it. And about the first question, can I answer or yes? I'm full.
Go ahead.
Well, no, I didn't watch the Oscar-nominated movies. All right, maybe maybe I can watch. I could watch one, but it's not just something that I search in a list that I booked. Oh, I will watch this movie because I would do this, but
Yeah, I think I'm just like you. It's not that but it's also like Victor. I don't remember the last time I watched the Oscars, but I know I know we have some problems with it, right? Some decisions that are a bit complicated, like some like people who usually or some movies that don't win. I don't know. There are some I've heard about some problems, but I usually do not watch. But I like movies. I'm more into series than movies. But yeah, I don't usually watch the Oscars, unfortunately. And Luis, do you usually agree with the nominees? Like, do you think they are really the best movies? Do you are you used to watching the movies who are nominated to the Oscars?
well, yes, I think I've already watched movies that was nominated. I don't know exactly, but I I usually don't search for a list of movies from Oscar, but yes, I don't remember, but in the last weeks I watched a movie that I think that could be a Oscar nominated. The movie is called in Portuguese, No Olhe. It's about a farm and extraterrestrials. I don't know how to say in English. I think that this movie
Aliens, like aliens?
Aliens. Yes. It was a very good movie. I think that it was nominated in the Oscar, and I don't know in English, but I will search for
Where
this
did you watch
information.
it?
I watched it on TV.
On TV.
Maybe I use it. I've been using Netflix, or maybe I downloaded the movie.
Uh-huh.
An
Yeah,
option too. I don't use too much. Nowadays, I've been watching more series than movies, but I've been watching movies too.
me too. Yeah, I've been watching more series than movies should. But this movie, Não Não Olhe, I haven't watched it, but this actor, Daniel Kaluuya, he is awesome. The guy is amazing. I know who he is, but I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if it's nominated or if it was at least indicated, but we can try to find it here. Go ahead.
Yes, I've been searching for this, but no, this was nominated by the Oscar. Yeah. I don't know if it was indicated, but
yeah,
it
I don't
was a
think
very
so.
good movie.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. Like I typed Não Não Olhe Oscar, and then I like Google showed me an article like this. From Viola Davis to Não Olhe, Os Esnobados do Oscar. So it's complicated to see that some, yeah, so I feel it's complicated because some movies that are maybe really good are not indicated. So really difficult.
Yes, I found the same result here. Yes, this was, I don't know, but that's it. I think that, yes, it could be indicated, but that's okay.
Yeah, very good. Victor, I will skip a little bit from for you because you said you're not into, you don't watch the Oscars and everything. So I want to know from you, what makes a good movie in your opinion? Like how, like what is a good movie for you? You know, your concept of a good movie.
So when I watched something, I was in my grandma's house, and there they play a lot of that movies like 3D animation, and I really enjoy this sort of movie because of its technology, and some of them are so inspired, are so good histories to inspire ourselves, and I like this sort of production, but I am not a person that just search for movies. I was like this some years ago, but now I don't have time to watch, and on my weekends I usually rest and read a book or listen something in English, and I missed watching some movies in my weekends, but now I don't have time. My wife only watches Netflix alone because I'm studying to complete my degree, and that's it.
A man who likes studying, you know, who has other priorities, movies. He doesn't worry about it. That's good, Victor. It's interesting. It's interesting to see that, like, you are also someone who is not into movies, just like me. I like movies, but in general, I choose the series. And if you ask me, "Oh, Bruno, have you watched like the classic movies that everybody has already watched?" I haven't. Like the students usually share with me some like really famous movies, and I have no idea, you know, like today a student was telling me about O Exterminador, and I was like, oh, nice, but I haven't watched it. And they usually share movies with me, and I don't get the reference, you know.
When I was younger, I watched a lot of movies. But when I started my degree, I need to focus, and that is so hard.
Yeah, it is important too, right? Also, it's not a priority for you now. It's all right. Yeah. And Julie, for you, what makes a good movie for you? Your microphone is off.
Thank you. No, I don't know exactly, but I think that not an obvious history could be a good movie. I don't know, but I like terror horror films too, and I've been watching some of them, and I usually don't feel scared. And some days ago, I started to watch it, horror movie, and I feel a little bit scared, and I think, oh, this was a very good movie, and that's it, something like this. I feel that we have a smart histories. I like historical movies too.
That's good. Yeah, very good. Yeah, it's like difficult to say what a good movie is, because this is of course like something personal, right? Like I feel that for example, if you ask my father what a good movie is for him, he will say it's like probably a movie full of action and scenes like this, you know, like a lot of um, loud noises. I don't know, guns and everything. He likes these kind of movie or cars, you know. But at least for me, this is not a like something I like, you know. But I like when we have the history and the story. I'm sorry, the story. And I also like movies that not that show the reality, but shows like something that is possible to happen. I don't like too much sci-fi movies or things like this. All right, Victor, thank you so much for coming. No problem at all. I hope you have a great weekend. All right. I hope you get better. Thank you. Have a great night. Bye. And then I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so these action movies or like adventure movies are not my favorite type, you know. What kind of movies are you usually into, Luis? Like historical movies, and what else? What other genres you like? The microphone?
Just a minute, please, because I will need to close the door here.
Okay,
There's
okay, go
a
there,
lot
go
of
there.
people here.
It's all
Just a
right,
minute.
it's all right. Go there.
They already closed the door for me.
It's okay,
Oh,
that's good.
yes.
No problem. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know exactly the kind of movies, but I like the movies that, how can I say, the history could be closed, all right? Something that when you watch a movie and the history is turned to be opened, like a continuation, I don't like too much, I need to confess, because I just waiting for the facts, all right? I don't know exactly. You said something important about real movies, and I like movies that I can make a comparison with the real life, right? Maybe movies that bring to us something to think, to see our society. I like something like this.
Yeah.
And I think that this could be good. Films that make us to think about some topic, some important topic. I like this too.
Yes.
This is
Let me
important.
ask you something. Have you ever watched a movie on Netflix called O Poço?
Well, I started to watch this movie, I remember, and I started to watch, but I haven't finished. I will. I will.
No, I am
Do you
asking
bring
you
some
that because
important?
yeah, no, I'm asking that because this is a movie that the end is like open, you know, like there is no conclusion. And when I watched the movie, I was talking to a friend and sharing about it, and I told her the same thing. I don't like when there is no end, you know, like when they leave it open. And she told me she likes it, that like she sees beauty in it. And I started to think about it, you know, why do we need to have like an end? You know, so I'm trying to change my point of view. Because I
I
think we
totally
are used
agree.
to like when we read a book or when we see something, we are used to have the conclusion, right? But life is like this, you know, like sometimes we hear a story of someone and like we don't know the end, you know, like we meet someone and we stop being friends, and then like we don't see the person anymore, and the story is interrupted. So,
Yes, yes, I totally agree with you. Sometimes I already thought, I already think about this because sometimes, well, why do we need some conclusion? All right, I like, but maybe don't have. Maybe just don't have. I don't know if you watch it. No, no one. But for me, it's a very good movie. I was watching the actors and thinking how good they are.
mhm.
All right, but I didn't like exactly of the end of the movie. But all the movie, it's very good. I was just on a point. I was watching another movie with the similar name called Não Olhe para Cima.
Mm, I saw this one. This one is good.
Yes, and I've been watching the movie for almost 1 hour and just think, oh, it's a very obvious movie. And I stopped it in the middle of the movie. Well, I stopped it. And some days before I came back to the movie, I was doing nothing. I just sitting down on my computer in the break time, and I just run on Netflix, and I've been watching by about 5 minutes, and the movie changed completely. All right, I was thinking just, oh, it's a very bad movie. Everyone are talking about this movie, but this is a too obvious. And then I watched it about 5 minutes and everything changed and I finished the movie because this the history changed.
Like you were curious to know what would happen at the end.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Yeah, it is like I watched it last year too, but I must confess I don't remember exactly the last scenes. I remember that the like the world ends, right? And there is the guy, like the guy who is like they are having dinner, right? At the table, and then like the world ends there, right?
Yes,
Really good.
yes, there is a little bit that I remember, but I don't know if I can say here on YouTube. No.
Yeah, spoiler. If you're were watching or like listening to us, you'll get some spoilers.
Yes, some
Don't look
spoil.
up.
Yes.
Oh yeah, but it's like, oh, let me ask you something. Do you like getting spoilers from movies? Like when like people share with you spoilers, do you like it or not? Do you avoid?
Well, eh, there's something that not bothers me, all right? I don't feel upset when someone give me a spoiler, all right?
Mhm.
Because sometimes I've been watching it the same way. And about series, for example, my friends watch a series before than me, and I doesn't matter if they talk, all right? I avoid, but there's nothing that changed my. I will watch if I want. If
Mhm.
I've been watching, I keep a series or a movie, for example. There is no problem.
I got it because I love spoilers, and I love I love listening to it and like seeing what, because like sometimes it takes time to watch a series, you know, and then I like knowing what's going to happen. So I don't see it as a problem, you know. If everybody says it's good, so I just keep watching. But if I see like, oh, this is going to happen and I don't like it, so I don't watch, you know. This
Yes, maybe
influences a
this.
little my decision.
Yes, this can happen with me. I've been watching a series called Stranger Things.
I love it. Uh-huh.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I watch it every time.
And yes, and one character, personage, I don't know how to say,
Character.
died. Yes, my character died, and I simply don't like. Oh, why? he died, and then I received a spoiler, and I asked my friend for a spoiler because I said to my friend, "Oh, I didn't like the series because he died," and my friend, "No, he came back in the next, he will be back in the next season," and I really liked this. All right, and I came back to the series after this.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking here, they released like the fourth season in two parts, right? The first part and the second part. I haven't watched the second part. I was thinking here, I just watched the first one, so I need to finish. But it is a pretty good show, right? I like it. Yeah.
Yes, it's very good.
So, is this the show you've been watching nowadays? Like, what show or what series are you watching currently?
Well, last week I watched a series, four episode series from 9/11. It was a very interesting because I liked its focus on before and after, not in the 9/11 itself.
The accident, right? The accident.
Yes,
Okay.
9/11 of 2021.
Mhm.
And it was very good because shows a lot of the context involved, the what happened before and after, what it was, these implications of the act itself, right? It was very interesting. And I've been watching House of Cards, more to train my English. Yeah, that's it. I'm searching for a series or movie to watch this weekend, for example. But House of Cards is more for my English training. All right, I'm not too much involved in the series. All right, and then if I receive some spoiler or not, doesn't matter too much because that's it. When I have a free time, I try to improve my list and with series, for example. You are muted.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much. House of Cards is that series that the guy is the president of the US, right?
Yes,
I
exactly.
watched the first episode, but I got really like I have something with series that if the energy is too heavy, I stop watching, you know. I felt it too heavy and too serious. I don't know, and I couldn't continue. Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to watch English series about gangsters. I don't know the name. Old gangster, maybe for the 19th centuries. I don't know the name. It's a very famous
Like
series.
Peaky
Yes,
Blinders.
I tried to watch, but it was very difficult to understand their English for me at this moment. And I watched a little bit in Portuguese too, but was not something that I've keep it.
It's
Maybe I
interesting
will.
yeah, it's interesting to like think about that because the language influences if we are going to enjoy, right? Like I tried to watch that show, The Crown, about England and everything, the Queen and the family, the royal family. I tried to watch in English and I was like, oh, this is so difficult, and I just stopped watching because the English was really hard, you know. So
Yes, I watched this series. I remember now that I watched this series. I don't know exactly why I started to watch this series, but I just
did you like
started.
it?
Yes, I like it. It's important. I think it was the series bring important points about family and the relationship and combining these with historical moments. All right. I
Yes,
think
it's true. It's interesting to watch it. Yeah, maybe I should give it a try, you know. Yeah. What
yes.
what what is your favorite show? Do you have any like a show that you really like that you watch it over and over?
Well, not exactly.
No?
I I have my favorite movies, but not exactly shows. All right.
What are the favorite movies?
Well, I think that Auto da Compadecida is one of the best movies that I don't know better than this. If it would be an American movie, certainly Auto da Compadecida would win the Oscar.
Luis,
And
did you see they are going to release the second movie?
yes, I did. I did.
Nice,
Yes,
right?
I did. Yeah. If for me, it's one of the best movies that I could watch because it shows a lot of about us, our culture, our regional culture, not just regional culture. For me, I have no words to explain about this movie, right? And I like Forrest Gump too. For me, Forrest Gump, it's another.
I haven't watched this one. Everybody talks about that, but I still haven't watched it. Can you believe it?
Yes, I believe because there is a lot of movies that everyone talked a lot, but I tried to watch Poderoso Chefão. I tried to watch it maybe three
You did
times. Yes, I watched the first movies. The first movie, it are three movies. I watched the first, it was very good. It is a very good movie. And in the second, I feel a little bit lost in the history, in the, I don't know, but it was a little bit confusing with the chronological history for me, and I just stopped it. But
Yeah.
and you, what your favorite movie or series or TV show?
Series, I think it's The Office. Have you ever watched it, The Office?
No, but I've been watching a lot of memes about.
Yeah. Well, this is not. I don't know if you know the story, but it's not a common show. Just like all shows. It's not funny. It's so embarrassing that it becomes fun. That it becomes funny. Like the boss is like he's not terrible, but he's a really he thinks he's the best one. He thinks the way he deals with things is the right one, and this makes he makes bad jokes, and this makes the environment of the office like really embarrassing. Like everybody's always like feeling awkward, and so this is what makes the show funny. That's what I like it, because it's a different kind of humor. It's not a common humor, so I really like it. But it's not everybody who enjoys this kind of humor, and I got people who don't like it. Yeah.
Yes, this is a potentially series that I will watch. Maybe I will watch this series.
Yeah, like try to
Yeah.
watch like the like from the first to the fifth episode to see if you enjoy it. And it's good because it's a sitcom, so the episodes are really short, like just 20 minutes, so it's good. But
Yeah, I
talking
think.
talking about movies, I don't know. I don't remember the last movies I watched, but I think I told you already that I like documentaries, right? Like true crime documentaries or stories like this. So there is one I watched it's always on my mind. It's a story of three siblings that they didn't know they were siblings. So they were like triplets. Triplets, like trigêmeos, I think that's how we can call it. Have you already watched this movie?
No, I haven't, but I will because I saw this on Netflix page and I've
Yes.
been seeing about their history. All right, it's a 1 hour documentary. How long? It's
Yeah,
episode.
something like this. Yeah, it's a movie. Yeah, it's a movie.
I'm
So it's
certainly I
really
will watch
interesting.
this. But can you can say any kind of spoiler? It doesn't matter. But I will watch
No,
if
no,
you
yeah,
want.
the story is like basically like this. There is a guy. He went to college, and in college, like a student started like talking to him as if he were someone else. Like, hello, Fulan, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not this guy. I am like someone else." And then the guy says, "Oh, okay, so I need to connect you to this guy because you are really similar." Then they find out they are siblings. and then they are like twin, and then they go on TV because like it's a crazy story, right? Like, and then someone else, like another guy, finds out he is also a sibling, and then they are like triplets. So it's crazy how they get famous. And then after some, like they share their story, like two of them are still alive and everything. But the crazy part is that they are part of a study of a scientist. Like this is the crazy part. Like a scientist separated them, like split them, and then they like they chose specifically specific family. So one of them lived in a rich family, the other lived in a poor family, and the other one lived in a medium class family, because they wanted to see how the environment influences each children. So in their childhood, they would go to their houses to report and to take photos and to test them. And they remember this and they share this in the movie. So this is crazy.
Yes, it's a little bit sad to think about the separate brothers. I've read about it. Yes, you are saying now, and I remember this is in my watched list. I will watch
Yeah,
this certainly
you
in the
should watch
next
it.
days because
Yeah.
I've been read about it. This is a social experiment. One of them said that remember of the science go to their homes and asking questions, and they think that this could be a totally normal situation. Yes, it's a very interesting story. A little bit sad too to imagine this, but it's very interesting.
Yeah. Do you like these like documentaries?
Yes, I like very much about it. I like very much. Yes.
Nowadays, like we can see like a lot of true crime stories getting famous, right? Like, and Netflix also is like releasing a lot of true crime stories, right? Like they are becoming real series, right? With actors and everything instead of just like documentaries. What do you think about this boom of like true crime stories, that is happening like recently?
Well, I don't know exactly. I would like to read more about their implications to have a, a good opinion, a closed, not exactly closed, but
Mhm.
sometimes I think that could be important to share these things. There is a something like this on Netflix that I don't remember from an American that killed a lot, and it was a very famous in the last months. I don't remember the name. I
Yeah, I think
started to
it's
watch.
Damer, something like this
Yes,
one.
yes, yes. I started to watch. I've been watching 2 episodes, and I think, oh well, this is maybe I will come back to watch this. But at that time, I didn't. I stopped. Well, I think this could be important, but sometimes I feel a little bit worried because, well, we have some programs on our national TV that are mainly focused on the crimes, all right?
Mhm.
And of course that we need to take care of it, we need to concern on the crimes, but sometimes I think we need to work more on the statistics and not one crime itself, all
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And I feel a little bit worried when all the people are watching programs with a lot of blood. I don't know about their implications, but sometimes could be a little bit sensationalist. All right.
Yes, yes, I
I don't
I
know
saw
the
that
word,
like
but
some, mainly this show of Demer. I forgot his first name, but it's like something Demer. I saw some guy saying it's like romanticizing the story, like choosing an actor that is like physically beautiful and that is famous, to portray the killer. And I could see like a lot of memes, like a lot of people sharing memes of the actor, like and during Halloween, like a lot of people wearing costumes of the guy who is like a murderer. So
Yes, and you said a very important thing about memes that a lot of people share. And now I'm remember that I've been saw these memes. All right. But for me, I just saw and passed. I even didn't correlate with the crime or the series. I just
Mhm,
passed.
mhm.
But this maybe can hurt someone. I don't know
Yeah,
exactly. I don't know about their victims. I just say this. But uh, yes, just share opinion and hear your
yeah.
opinion. It's important to build my opinion. All right, that's it.
No, yeah, no, I
I
am saying this
know.
because I am reading about it, but I know it is difficult, to like have your own opinion about it, like without reading anything. But it's interesting to think about that because like as you said, there were some victims, and even though they are dead, right? Because the guy killed everybody, we have families, right? And
Yes,
the families are still alive, so you are telling the story of a criminal who killed everybody. The story is on Netflix. Everybody sharing memes of this guy who is a criminal, and they are like talking about it and sharing this the story. So it's crazy to think about that, right?
yes. When I think about victims, I am saying about their families too, not just the exactly the victim.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
right, because well, this hurts the family, I think. I need to confess that I didn't know about this information that these crimes histories are growing up on TV shows. I really didn't know. All right.
They are.
When I was child, there was a program that called Linha Direta. Yeah, there's a lot of crimes, and everybody watch it. And one day pass a crime that the criminal was passed by my city, and I feel a little bit worried
Really?
about.
You were like, oh my God, he's coming.
Yes. Oh my God.
I can imagine. Yeah, yeah.
Nowadays I can laugh about it, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, but it's interesting because I am a person who likes this kind of shows, the kind of not only shows on Netflix, but I follow YouTube channels about crimes, and I don't know why I like these videos, but I like them. And I like to read about it too, because there are some YouTubers that for example, they are doing makeup while they are telling the story of a crime, and then I was reading a girl another day like criticizing these kind of videos, like, look, you are telling the story of a crime, and like you are not taking it seriously if you are doing makeup while telling it, and you are not sharing the story of the victim and two of the family. So I feel we need to be responsible when we are watching these videos, right? Or when we are seeing who is producing it. Sorry.
Yes, I remember now that I already listened a podcast about crimes. I was search on my Spotify, and that episode that I've been listening is just one, but it was about a very famous crime that happens here in Brazil in the 90s, 90s, anos 90.
Mhm, 90s, yeah.
Yes, and then the crime was committed by a wife of a major of the city. I don't know
Mm,
exactly,
I
Paraná or
know,
something.
like Projeto Humanos, right?
Yes, yes, yes. That's
I
it.
love this
I
one.
listened.
Yes.
Yes, and well, I've been watching, and I was a little too much curious about the history too. All right, I've been working and listening, not watching,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
that's it. I listened this. I remember now.
Yeah, like did you listen to everything, or like did you watch the series they released on Global Play? Did you
No,
watch it? No.
no, not exactly. It's a could be good to watch. It's a good recommendation. Did you watch?
Luis, it's a like the series is amazing, and the plot twist, you have no idea. Like they found how can I say this? They found tapes of the wife and the daughter of the mayor confessing the crime, but in the tapes they were like, it's clear that they are being threatened to confess, so they weren't the ones responsible for the crime. And I think this is like really, really nice, because during the podcast, Ivan was really responsible, right? Sharing a lot of points of view. They made an amazing job doing this, or like recording it, right?
Yes, it's a very hard work to build something like this. And imagine a podcast about all the history. You need to be careful with a lot of things, all right?
Yeah. Yeah. He
It's a
also he
very,
also
very hard
released
work.
another one. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but he released another story called Altamira. It is like about another crime that used to happen in a city called Altamira too. It's not the same case; it's a new one, but it's like really good too. It was also made by Ivan. Wow, the guy is awesome. Yeah,
I will put this on my watch list.
a lot of things, a
That
lot of
it was
recommendations.
yes. This turn a strong. This is a
Yeah,
very good recommendation.
yeah, it is.
Everything
Let
that you
me
said, because
go ahead. Go ahead.
because it's a hard work to get all the information. Seems to be a very good history about, all right, very good production about the history. And
Yeah.
I think I will watch this.
Yeah, please do it. Yeah, so the documentary of Caso Evandro is on Global Play, like with the images, they interview the family of Evandro, so it's really, really good. Yeah. I was thinking of something else I wanted to ask you and I forgot. Oh, okay. Do you think this reproduction, or these images of crimes that are like getting famous, or these crime stories getting more visibility, or these, like, even when we're talking about violent movies, can these influence people to commit crimes? Just to finish, this is going to be the last question.
Well, I really don't know. Sometimes I think that these do not influentiate, but sometimes I think that we are building a market of a lot of crimes, people who are, I don't know exactly, I particularly don't like, uh, but just my point of view, all right? If someone like to see images about the crimes,
Yeah.
and well, I've been watching a video about the Ukraine war, and a documentary, I don't know exactly, but sometimes people said that they are putting a lot of war items in the Kiev to remember all those people that they are in war. It's a little bit strange. You said about war images, all right?
Mhm.
Yes, and they need to remember the Kiev citizens that they are in war yet. I don't know. It's a little
How
bit.
crazy, but why? Like, why are they doing it? Because like people are forgetting.
Yes, it's something like the people just return to the normal life. Not
Okay.
exactly forgot the wars. Not
Mhm.
literally forgot, but
Well, they are trying to like rebuild their lives, right?
yes, yes. Yeah, something like this.
How
Yes,
different!
that's
Like
it.
I didn't see this. I didn't see this. Yeah.
Yes, this is on Netflix. It's an interview with a famous entrevistador with the president of Ukraine.
Mm, I will see it.
So,
Yeah. Very good.
yes,
Please, I loved it. It was such a good talk. I
yes, it was a very good call.
Yes, I really enjoy it. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. We always have a good time talking to each other. I'd like to thank you so much for being here to the end with me and for sharing your point of view. It's always a pleasure. For like I'm being real, okay? I love talking to you. I always
Me
have a
too.
lot of fun. So I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy it a lot. Watch series, watch movie. And I know we kind of changed the subject, but it was really good. I hope you have enjoyed too.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much. It
Thank
is
you.
very good to talk with you too.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a great weekend and a great night. All right.
All
Enjoy.
right.
Thank you so much. Bye
Great
bye.
weekend to you.